understand why Jilly wants him to change schools. Let's have a look at the main characteristics of a public school, like Selby College.
Firstly, they talked about the number of children in each class.
At Stanford, there are 35 children in a class. One teacher can't keep an eye on 35 children properly. At Selby College, there are 15 in a class.
So classes are much smaller at Selby College.
And the second characteristic?
Yeah, but they're all boys, Mum.
They're all boys. Selby College is a single-sex school, boys only.
A single-sex school. Jilly thought this was a good thing.
You shouldn't be thinking about girls all the time.
The next characteristic was the college's distance from home.
But Selby College is 100 miles away from home.
Which means that he'll have to live there and sleep there. What do we call a school like that?
I want to stay in day school. I don't want to go to boarding school.
Boarding school. He doesn't want to go to boarding school. He wants to stay in day school. Selby College is a boarding school.
But the most important characteristic for Jilly was this.
At Selby College, you'll learn much more than just history, English and maths. You learn about discipline and manners.
Discipline and manners. Disciplina y buenos modales.
Paul didn't agree with her.
They're really strict there.
They're really strict there. Estrictos.
Jilly likes the old traditions.
Look at it. It's magnificent. Selby College is based on old traditions.
But Paul is thinking about some of the other traditions of public schools.
Yeah, like cold showers and bullying. And caning.
Cold showers, duchas frías, bullying, las gamberradas y perrerías que hacen los alumnos más fuertes a los más débiles, and caning, azotes con una vara. Let's go back to the story and find out what happened to Paul.
Anyway, the headmaster showed us around.
And these are our playing fields, where many a victory has been won.
Will Paul get enough exercise?
Ah, Mrs. Partridge, we at Selby College pride ourselves on our exercise regime. Every morning at 6:30, the boys go for a good run. Are you good at rugby, Paul?
No.
What about cricket?
No. It's boring.
Oh, dear. Sport is very important here at Selby College. Any good at rowing? No. Don't worry, Mrs. Partridge. We'll make a man of him. What do you want to do when you leave school, Paul?
I want to earn money.
We like our boys to go to a good university. Have you done any Latin? Audi, vide, take?
What?
Audi, listen. Vide, look. Take, be quiet. Have you studied the Latin language at all?
I don't think so.
Don't worry, Mrs. Partridge. It's just a matter of discipline. We'll take care of him.
Mom, I promise. If you ask me to do my homework, I'll do it. If you tell me not to watch TV, I'll turn it off. I'll go to bed at 9 o'clock. I promise.
Really?
Yes, I'll do anything.
Anything, Paul? Will you make your bed in the morning?
Yes, I promise.
Will you keep your room tidy?
I'll do anything. But please don't send me to Selby College.
Do you promise?
Yes, Mum. Yes.
Then I shall ring up the headmaster and tell him I've changed my mind. It worked very well. Paul's school report this term was excellent.
But how could you possibly have afforded to send Paul to Selby College?
I could never afford to send him there. But, luckily, Paul never thought of that.
So, lucky Paul. He didn't have to go to boarding school.
Now, let's look at something that Jilly said to Paul.
I told you to do your homework first.
I told you to do your homework. Jilly is reporting what she told Paul to do.
Jilly está describiendo lo que le dijo a Paul que hiciera. Fíjate en el orden de las palabras. Primero, el verbo de la oración principal, I told. Luego, el complemento indirecto, you. Y a continuación, el infinitivo del verbo con to do.
I told you to do your homework.
Ese es el orden que se usa para describir lo que alguien te ordenó o pidió que hicieras. Vanessa, please stand up. Now, Vanessa, what did I say?
You told me to stand up.
Verb, told. Object, me. Infinitive, to stand up.
OK, Tony. Please pass me your pen. What did I ask you to do?
You asked me to pass you my pen. But that's all for today.